Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the Santa Paula Municipal Cemetery, or Panteon in Spanish. And this year, on November 1st and 2nd, they will permit people to have their offerings to their loved ones who have passed on. And we'll see a little bit of it. I didn't bring my gimbal, so please do forgive me for a little bit of the shakiness. I'm going to walk as slowly as I can. This is a Panteon, and this is typical of South American and Central American and Mexico in North America cemeteries. And people are, their bodies, the deceased, in terms of the bodies, just the souls are not there anymore. They're buried, not buried, they're put into those things. I remember in Colombia, in Envigado, that's where my grandpa and my auntie, I don't remember anybody else because I never was told about anybody else in one cemetery that's in Envigado like this. And I remember visiting those places like this as a child. And you see that some of these are from a person that was born in 1929 and lived until 1961. And they're praying for their eternal rest, their eternal peace. And this is the Panteon, and it's gonna, the Dia De Los Muertos at night, they're gonna allow people to do it here. So I will bring that to you guys. I will do not a live video. I don't want to disrespect people. I'll just be doing it with a camera, pausing and recording and pausing. So here I'm being respectful. I'm going to be very observant, very cultured, more than respectful, just honoring those who have passed on and the family members that still come here without any shenanigans, no jokes. Just do seriousness and do honoring the dead. And let's keep touring this, show you as much as I can. And this is the Municipal Panteon, or the Municipal Cemetery of Guanajuato. And the Mummy Museum is right next to it. And that's where some of the mummies, this is the place where some of the mummies were taken from, or many, from what I understand. I don't know much about the history, but this place does remind me of the way it is in Colombia, in some of the older cemeteries, not the more modern ones that are like European or American or Canadian, that are in, or where people are buried in the ground. And there's a part here where people are buried in the ground too, but this is older. In general, this is the older form. And in this area, because of the topography, the weather, the conditions, that's why the bodies, when they're taken out, I don't know where exactly they come out, basically mummified. I'm going to stop talking for now and just let you see things and what kind of energy you can feel. Actually, this is where the Mummy Museum parking lot is. This part is closed, and that's where the Mummy Museum is, right here along that wall. It's a small museum from what I can tell. I don't know how big it is. So many families will be here on the 1st and on the 2nd, and I will bring that to you to the best of my possibilities. And this is the part where bodies are buried in the ground, as you can see. And I think there may be a couple of mausoleums here, but this is a municipal cemetery, not a private one. So on the 1st and the 2nd of November next week, families will be preparing some of these tombs and graves with altars and with offerings of food, clothing, things that those loved ones of theirs loved to have or to do, like beer or fruit or candy or cakes or favorite book or a favorite song. They'll be playing some music for them as well, whether it be with an instrument or a recording, from what I have been able to discern so far. And the following of the belief is that with that, the family members return, those spirits, those souls, because they still remember them, and they will return from the underworld, from the spiritual world or the astral world, to be with their families, their loved ones, grandchildren, children, whatever, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, cousins. Excuse me, sorry, and take part in the offerings in the spiritual sense. And then after the night of the 2nd, they return, or during the 2nd of November, I don't remember well, they return to their spiritual abodes, the astral world, until they keep coming back until they are forgotten, until nobody remembers them anymore. And when they're not remembered anymore, they go on to the next life, or I don't know what it is, but they go on their journey. And you can see here, they left a beer Modelo unopened for this person. And from what I can take, this was a child, because they left little toys, and I think he passed on in 2015. So they're preparing, they're doing some work around here, preparing everything for the 1st and the 2nd. It's only a few days away, less than a week. So this is the outside view of the city and more. We cannot see all of it, but this is part of Guanajuato. The historical center is down that way. It's close by. You can take a cab or you can take a bus up here. Today's Tuesday, October 26th. And this is where we are, and that is the Panteon Municipal, right there.